Yes, mic audio is a good thing. Thank you, Yumi. Wow. I'm just gonna go die of embarrassment for like 30 minutes. Cool? Cool. Okay. Maybe not 30 minutes, but wow, that was special is what that was. I don't even know. Whew. Man, I just I will happily take those hugs from Loaf. Oh, Loaf. Oh, Loaf. The sad thing is, my day has been pretty good, all things considered. I don't even really know what the heck. Like, you would think I'd know by now. I've done this often enough. I've done this for like 4 years. You would think I would know. Unmute your mic before you start. Anyhow. Hi, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing pretty well. I was saying before it was pointed out that I was muted that I should really come up with something a bit more alliterative for today. Because, Sundays, it's been like, Skyrim Sunday, Stardew Sunday. There's not really a good ESO alliteration thing for Thursdays. I don't know. If you guys think of one, please let me know. Guess who rolled another new character? Does their name start with a Y? Oh, you're trying to magic a Templar? Well, let us know how that goes. Are they going to be more of a Healy Templar or a Damagey Templar? Because both are perfectly valid magicka builds. For any spec, really. Yes. That is the thing I need to get better at, because I do have, like, other alts, and I need to play them more. I have believe it or not, I actually have an orc Nightblade, who is, something I've been playing as part of. There is a, fan-run, ESO RP challenge sort of thing. And so that is what my orc is for, basically. I have been playing her and building her out somewhat as an experiment. Like, can I make a Nightblade that is primarily stamina and bow based and not get bored with it? And so far, I've been having a blast with it. One of these days, I will maybe play her on stream and just, run around and do things with her, but that is not today. No. Today, we do have some other things we got to do. Stabbing things with the light spear is fun. It is. It is one of the many joys of playing a Templar. I find it entertaining anyway. And the thing that really gets me is when I switch from playing a Lobby Templar back to, say, my main Bosmer Nightblade. The thing that gets me is I'm so used to, by that point, stabbing things with the light spear. And then suddenly not having that feels really weird. I don't know, maybe that's just me. But, just suddenly not having the light spear. It's also mildly disappointing as well. Just like, oh, I don't have the light spear anymore. I like the light spear. The light spear is fun. I will not apologize for liking it. It doesn't tend to get a whole lot of use considering the Templar build I tend to favor relies more on, like, healing related as opposed to, I'm more of like staying at range as opposed to melee. But, you know, to each their own. I've yet to actually try like a Stamplar. At some point, I feel like I should just to say I've done it, but it is not a thing I have done as of yet. I probably should at some point. It will not be now, however. But yes, we do not have a whole lot in the way of announcements today. We are going to be doing our scouting daily before we get too far into everything today, because I have not done that yet. And I need tickets because I've made the realization the other day that while I have acquired, I believe, both of the Indrik berries that we have access to for this event, if I'm remembering correctly, I do not have a base Indrik to morph it into. I really need to fix that. Because the only way I am getting the Ghost Indrik is with the Nashant base. So, you know, that is a thing I gotta do. Today was the first time I got murdered while scouting. Oh, that's both exciting and kind of terrifying, to be honest. The one, like, for me, I have yet to actually get murdered while running around, but, oh, a sub. Chibi, thank you for the resub. Many, many hearts. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Let's see. To be fair, 90% of the map was controlled by the Covenant. And what were you, Yumi? I'm very curious. Were you on a Pact character or a Dominion? I will say, though, it's really funny going into Dominion. Yeah, the one thing I've noticed, at least in the time that I've been playing, is that I feel like the Battlegrounds maps are very rarely, if ever, stacked in the Dominion's favor. It's interesting to me because you have multiple different, like the layouts of the maps can be completely different depending on the battleground you're in. And Chibi is good, may or may not only be here for an hour depending on if their game happens. Well, if the game does happen, I hope you have a fun time. Also, I seem to have acquired an emote from that, Chibi. What the heck? I don't recall Twitch mentioning anything about this. But apparently, I have this now, and it is freaking adorable. Can I just say? I mean, look at that emote. Look at that emote. Is that not the cutest thing? I don't know where it came from. I don't know how I acquired this thing. But it is adorable. Like, I honestly do not remember Twitch mentioning anything about, like, some sort of... Because usually they tell us before this is the sort of thing that they just sort of, like, spring on us. So, I don't know where it came from. Valentine's emote event? This is the first I'm hearing about this. What the heck, Twitch? You're usually so much better about letting me know what the heck is going on. Like, usually you let me know so I can let you guys know. I am mildly upset because usually they tell me, and I know nothing. I am mildly grumpy about it. I am mildly grumpy. But apparently, you guys can get some emotes now. Or at least, I don't know how that works, to be quite honest. Because, again, Twitch has told me nothing. Anyhow, but apparently, give to the community and get exclusive emotes. Interesting. Well, thank you for letting me know this is the thing, because I did not know. I was unaware. And I'm still mildly upset that I did not know this was a thing. But it will be interesting to see what emotes come out of it. If, be very interesting to see. But yes, so, as I was saying before, I got sidetracked because Twitch's inability to tell me things, which I'm still grumpy about, because as a streamer, I feel like I should know about these things. Yeah, it's just interesting to me how different the Battlegrounds maps are, like, from each other. There's like 7, 8 different campaigns that are going on for Alliance War. Hold on, let me double count. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, there are 7 Cyrodiil-specific campaigns. And all of the Battleground maps are so completely different from each other. And it's just amazing to me how different they are. Oh my, there are boy and girl kissing emotes facing both directions. See, okay, 2 boys kissing or 2 girls kiss. Okay. Okay, Twitch. I approve. I approve. I'm still grumpy that this is the first I'm hearing of this. However, I approve of that. Good on you, Twitch. Good on you. Although, you know what else? You know what we need? We need... Where are these emotes? I just need my 8 starts. Okay. So, before we flip on over and do things, because we do have some things to be done today, including our scouting daily and going back into Elsweyr and getting back with the quests, because, yeah, things happened last time. I am not okay with any of it. I need to fix it. And I don't know how I'm going to. Things broke so bad last time, you guys. I don't know how exactly the plot is going to come back from that. I'm very excited to see. But first, we do need to just reestablish some things. The first, I really need to get better about Twitch ads here. I apologize, I have not been on the ball with that. And literally, the sole point to them is to try to disable the pre-roll, which I don't know what the pre-roll is anymore. Pre-roll changes so freaking often. I don't know what it is. 9 times out of 10, it is usually very loud and very obnoxious, and I don't approve. I worry that's the sort of thing that is going to drive people away from just, coming and hanging out. So I do need to try to be a bit more on the ball with regards to the Twitch ads here. I do apologize. If you guys want to avoid the Twitch ads, sadly, the only way to avoid that is to sub to the channel. I have no control over that. It's just how Twitch works. I apologize profusely. Yeah, when I was in this stream, when I was watching a sub, stream I'm not sub to. Gotta be ready to mute when ads pop up. Yeah, they can be very loud. Twitch ads, depending on how long you run them for, do disable the pre-roll for like a set period of time. But you do need to let it run for a certain amount of time. It's weird. I don't quite get how it works. I feel like the amount of time you let an ad run for is disproportionate to the amount of time the pre-roll is disabled. But again, that's my personal opinion. I don't know. That said, we're just going to get into our standard announcements roll right now. One such announcement is regarding loots, which if you guys want a completely free way to support this channel, you guys can go to loots.com/Lionel and send in a sponsored video message, much like this one, like Chibi saying all the love. Much appreciated, Chibi. All the love to you as well, for however long you were able to stay. Many hearts. But that is a completely free way to support this channel. And you guys basically get to send in your own little sponsored video message. I do try to alt-tab and see the messages as they come in. I might be a little slow to see them, but they do exist. If you want to do the same, there is a link in the panels down below. You guys can also type !loots into the Twitch chat right over there and get the link that way. It is always appreciated when you do. Never a requirement, but always appreciated. I do get a little bit of money for every ad that you guys do send in that way. And all that costs you is your time, which I always appreciate when you guys do that, because it makes me feel all warm and fuzzy, to be honest, because it is an ad that you guys are choosing to put here. That said, if you do want to support this channel financially, which I would, is again not a requirement, but if you do, you will be forever appreciated. Many, many hearts. You guys can throw bits at the channel. You guys can sub to the channel, which again is the only way to disable the pre-roll and ads entirely. I have no control over that. I am sorry. A third way to throw money in my general direction is via our Redbubble shop. You guys have all seen our beloved Filth Heart. We all love the Filth Heart here. The Filth Heart is wonderful. It is the most loved emote on this channel. We do have some merchandise showcasing the Filth Heart, which you guys can go find on thionel.redbubble.com. We also have a goose sticker over there that everybody on Redbubble that finds it seems to love. I don't get it myself, but they seem to like the goose. So, I mean, how can you not love the goose, right? Oh, you got an emote there as well from Chibi's resub. Yes, apparently for gift subs and just subs to a channel, there is a chance for an emote until the 17th. So that is the thing. Whew. There's a lot. Alright, I think we're done with announcements and such. Let me flip on over and let us... Yes, there are some emotes. Apparently that is a thing. I don't know if we get to keep them after the 17th or not. I would be kind of surprised if we did. Although I still have my emotes from the haha holidays. So I thought I wasn't supposed to keep them. So I don't know. Maybe we do get to keep them once the event is over. I don't know. I'm hopeful that we do, because to be honest, those emotes are just freaking cute. I mean, again, look at this little thing. This is just adorable. I am here for this. I hope we get to keep it. I'm all about emotes. that are very love focused. I love the hearts. I love sharing the love. Chibi needs the other boys so you can make kissy boys. Well, the only way to acquire those is by either subbing or gifting subs to the channel, or to apparently any Twitch streamer that you guys watch. So, if that is the thing that folks would like to do, again, the subs and resubs, literally the only way to do that. Including the gift subs. Okay. So, what do you guys say we flip on over and see how bad Cyrodiil actually is for the Dominion today? Because I do have a, I got my scouting daily I still gotta do, because I did not log in earlier today and actually do it. Like I meant to. Whoops. That is the thing we were gonna go do, so let us go and do, shall we? If the game actually wants to load in. There we go. I never know when the game is actually gonna do that. I think Sheo is the one you went to with DC dominating. Oh god. That is going to be painful. Yep, it's the non-champ. So, this is where we're gonna go. I could just go into the standard, but you know what? I don't feel like it, so... Gonna wait for a hue to pop. Also, I am still rocking the die that Eris and Yumi thrust upon me the last time we played. I actually think I look pretty good in that die, so... Unless somebody requests a die change, that is going to stick around for a while. And if you're sitting here wondering, how exactly did Yumi and Eris change up the dye of my outfit? Well, that is a loyalty reward that you guys can splurge upon. There is a little heart below where you enter in text, or right next to it if you're on mobile. And you too can spend the points that you guys have been accruing to change dye. Or you said thrusting, not leaping to one's demise. No, there is no leaping. There is no leaping as of yet. This is the wrong game for leaping dragons. Oh god, Fort Glade Mist. Where is the heck is that? I actually don't know where that is. Let's see. Oh my god! This is a terrifying yet very pleasant change, if I'm being honest. Look at the Covenant go! So for anybody who's just tuning in and has never actually looked at the Cyrodiil map before and is wondering what the heck all this color stuff is, each of the 3 alliances in this game are sort of represented by these little shields we have in the corners of the map over here. You can't really see the dominions because that's me, but it is a yellow shield with our sort of eagle symbol in it. The Covenant is the blue with the lion, the rampant lion, and we have the red for the Ebonheart Pact with the dragon head. Now, for the past week, pretty much the past week, and by the way, this is the Dominion symbol over here, and if you run into another player, the other player will have a shield over their head depicting their faction color and their alliance symbol. You have one as well, you just cannot see it because it is your character and your faction. Basically, all we have are the 2 main gates. Oh man. Okay, so this is going to be a very long run because the point I need is deep in Covenant turf. And this is the closest point I have access to via the Transitus network. Oh boy. Now, if you see this third yellow one up here, we're not connected to that. So I basically am going to have to run from Black Boot all the way up here to Glade Mist and then back again. It's going to be painful. Doable, but extremely painful. And I cannot gain access to Farragle. I'm butchering that because too many resources around it are under enemy alliance control. So if a point is under attack or the area around it has been overtaken by another faction, that point is under lock and you cannot access it via the Transitus network. For anybody who is tuning in and has never been in Cyrodiil before and may be wondering, hey, why didn't you just take a Way Shrine? Well, Way Shrines basically do not exist in Cyrodiil. They exist at your faction camps, and that is basically it. You have two to your faction, one at each of your base camps. But other than that is it. There are no Way Shrines anywhere else in this zone. You want to get anywhere, you have to use the Transitus network. Which, if a zone is not stacked in your favor, like this one is, it can often be very much a pain in the butt. So hopefully I'm going to ride through here and, pray that I don't get murdered by the Covenant. Because if I get murdered by the Covenant, it's going to be a bad time. So right now we are going to be abusing pretty much every minimal detection trick I know of in here and just praying it works. It's going to be a very long run. Like I was saying earlier, it is... Oh, Eris says hi and that you're a good bean. Aw. Tell Eris they are a good bean. And tell them I say hi as well. Yes, so the thing I find interesting is that between each of the different campaigns, it can be such a completely different experience. Like, as I mentioned before, I have been pretty much this entire week from, like, Friday until Wednesday, been on my tiny little Orsimer. So I've been in the under 50 battleground.
Yeah.
And let's just say it has been an interesting time. It is, and I say that because that is one of literally the only times I saw the Dominion dominating anything. Usually I come into Cyrodiil if I come in here at all, and the Dominion has like just this lower third, and like that's about it. And the rest of the upper map is like evenly distributed between the Pact and the Covenant. Although 9 times out of 10, the Pact has usually like overtaken most of Covenant turf. So it's very weird to me to see the Covenant just being like, ha, no, this is ours. What do you think? What are you doing? This is ours. I wish we had such determination in the under 50. Because under 50 is just, yeah, the last time I was in there, when I was in there last night, the Covenant did not have a whole lot of turf to its name. Yeah, this is going to be a very long run. Oh, geez, those are Sench. Those are Sench. Those are not friendly Sench. Ride.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a stone wall. And you know, the other day I was in here, and it was at night, which, for the record, I feel like made the whole experience worse. Nighttime is one of those times when I usually recommend anyway when people come in here, excuse me, and they go to do a scouting daily, and they are trying very hard to not be detected by enemy players. One of the things I usually recommend is that if people have a glowy mount, to not use the glowy mount. Because that is basically like painting a neon sign over you. Just being like, hi, here I am. I am here and I glow. I'm super noticeable. But yeah, that is the thing I try to recommend people not bring out if they're just trying to do a scouting daily. But at nighttime, it is even more of a necessity, I feel like. Because that is just very bright and very obvious clue of, hey, look at me, here I am. It also made the brief times that I had to run close to the road a bit more terrifying because it's not night right now, so you wouldn't be able to see it, but on some of the main roads, there are, it is getting very foggy. Does this mean rain in Cyrodiil? Okay, I'm being funneled this way. This is probably safer anyway, because there is a bridge over here. But off of these main roads, sometimes there are... here we go. You have these little sconces with glowy blue fire in them.
Yeah.
I was always so scared of running too close to them. Because it was like, oh my god, the enemy is going to find me, you know, and I'm going to be seen and I'm going to die. But so far, I've like run through a decent chunk of Covenant-controlled turf, and so far I have not found anybody. I've just jinxed it by saying that. I'm realizing now I've just jinxed it by saying that. Oh boy. Pray for me, you guys, because if I die before I make it to the scouting point, I have to do this ride all over again. Welcome back, E. Also, what? I feel like that's a song lyric. What song is that? They might be. You might be right. They might actually all be down here by Blastaris, because that one keeps getting under attack a lot. So hopefully that's where they are. Although if I run into any up here, I'm literally going to turn and make a beeline for where the Imperial City is. Because I don't want to get into the city, but the water around it is definitely full of slaughterfish. And that would normally be a thing to avoid, however, it is a very quick way to get back to my base camp. So, you know, do what you gotta do. I don't think I've ever actually heard that song. Okay. This is not going to help me with actual players, but this is the keep I need to get to. I just need to get close enough to it for that to pop up. There we go. We have made a very long trek, you guys. We started like all the way down here by Blackboot, and now we're up here by Fort Glademist. I mean, look at this. This is a very, very long road. Okay. I'm legitimately surprised. Now jump off a cliff / into slaughterfish water. Okay then. It is actually faster for me to do that than it is to ride all the way back. So we are just gonna make a bit of a beeline for the water surrounding the center island, which is the Imperial City.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know how well you guys can see the, oh geez. Those are NPCs, though. So if they do attack me, it's fine. They're not enemy players. Beeline to the fish line. Yes, basically. But yeah, if you guys see that giant, the dolmen up there? Yeah, that is over the white gold tower in the Imperial City. And for some reason, when the devs were designing Cyrodiil, they decided that the entire water around the Imperial City itself was going to be full of slaughterfish.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It just is. And we're gonna get a little close to this one gate, just so you guys can see. But if you look here, we have like enemies up here. There are Jermora flat out assaulting the gates of the Imperial City. It's not a good time for the Imperials, to be honest, but we're coming over here because this is where the slaughterfish live. I can literally just stand here and get nommed on by slaughterfish. Golden Saints, yes. Those were Golden Saint enemies over there. You read that correctly. Which base camp did you drop me in?
Champion here before me.
Oh, that's the western gate. I need to get over to the eastern. Those are Sheo's minions. Oh dear. Oh man, now I'm wondering if, oh god, what the hell is that weapon?
A mission accomplished.
They wound up tweaking things a while back where, hold on. Let me come through this portal into Cheesemonger's Hollow. There is a reason for this. Because I cannot remember the name of this weapon for the life of me. But a while back, they wound up making some tweaks to PvP in this game. Rasheo Goroth has basically gotten control of a weapon. And it'll just randomly be deposited in Cyrodiil for people to use. Ah, here it is, Volendrung, which I believe in-game is Malakath's? Possibly? I'm butchering it, I'm sure. Hold on. Talk to Sheo.
What are you still doing here? You're confused, aren't you? I get the feeling that you're a very confused person in general. You have that look about you.
Can I use Volendrung again?
It would be a shame if you happened to find it lying at your feet in Cyrodiil and had no idea how to use it. Pick it up and do your head splattering best. Just put it back when you've finished. Things tend to get lost around here. Mines, mostly.
I'm going to ask this question. This is a bad question for me to ask, but there's no chance of me bringing the Wabbajack into Cyrodiil?
Never again. If anyone's going to be turning mortals into cheese and sweet rolls, it'll be me. No one else is suited to wield such absurdly sweet power. Except for maybe the Daedric Demi-Prince of Pastries, but no one's seen her for a long time.
There's apparently a Daedric Demi-Prince of Pastries. We're going to pick up this hammer. But this is a weapon that has made itself, that will occasionally get deposited in Cyrodiil. And when you have it, you basically gotta wield it. Because if you don't, it kind of eats you. It is not a fun time for anybody. Basically, you need to feed it souls before it winds up completely murdering you.
Heal me.
If you find it, you basically gotta be feeding it souls. And by that, I mean flat out murdering everything you see.
Light it up.
In this case, we're mostly just doing this so I can charge up the ultimate over here, and you guys can see what the ult does.
Move now.
Oh god, I have no more MP. I need my mana. It's not mana, it's magicka in this game. Duh. I know what abilities do. Okay, we need a large contingent of them. Come on. This is basically the ultimate of Volendrung. Basically spin around in a murderous circle. We're just gonna get out of here before I get slaughtered again. But that is basically Volendrung. If you find it, you can pick it up. You do need to use it to murder other players. Otherwise, it will flat out eat you. It's not worth it. Just so you know. The hard part is when the weapon gets deposited somewhere in an area that has no relation to anything that is currently under attack. So, you know, you could theoretically get nommed on by a thing before the... yeah, you could theoretically die before you ever get to use it. Which is a bit of a pain. But, you know, it is what it is. It's mildly annoying. But that is the thing that you do need to be aware of if you come in here. There will be a huge announcement in the game itself. Like, to the effect where it just, like, displays across the entirety of the screen that Volendrung has been deposited somewhere. And you never know when or where it's going to get deposited either. You sort of need to just explore and see. It's a whole thing, really. We are going to come up over here. And now we go into Elsweyr. And continue with our storyline. Because, if you guys remember, things kind of went to, hell. To be honest, last time. Oh boy. There's so much that we need to fix. I don't know how we're gonna fix it. I don't know how we're gonna fix any of it, to be honest. We still have like 3 quests like major quest points left to go on this. I don't know how we're gonna finish any of it. I just, oh boy, things are happening. We're also no longer in that zone, so I'm going to, where's my Indrik? Where's my Onyx Indrik? There's my Onyx Indrik. Grab my Indrik. Wait, what did I have to go to the Shadow Dance Ruins for? Elsweyr. Oh, that's right. We are going to help a caravan first. Because vampires.
Yeah.
A wab attack! Huh? Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you?
Also, I find it funny how the previous Sheogorath was so stingy with the Wabbajack. The current one just tells you to take the damn thing. I know, it's a little ridiculous, honestly. But Sheo will do what Sheo wants. We do not question it. Or him.
Yeah.
I think this is the way I need to go. I honestly do not remember. So I started doing this the last time. Started doing this quest the last time I played this. And I don't even remember where the heck I picked this up from. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have done too much on this quest. But, you know, here we are. Yeah, basically. Oh, there are Minotaur up here. Okay. Gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Don't want to get splattered by Minotaur.
So, a tiger walks among the cattle. You were with Yoshiha, yes? Did my blood sister beg you to hunt me, Walker? Has she grown too weak to do it herself?
Yushiha told me how you're driving your clan to violence.
My clan, Walker. And she has no place in it until she drinks as she was meant to. She can live like vermin if she chooses, but my clan will never return to that life.
What's so bad about the way you used to live?
Everything. Our lives were spent hiding away in tombs, gnawing on rats to keep the hunger at bay. Day after day, year after year, with no end in sight. All to keep us safe, but that was a lie. It only made us easy pickings.
What do you mean?
There are predators and there are prey. Our clan mother chose to live like prey, and she died like prey. But we are vampires. We thrive on the hunt. If she had embraced our true nature, she'd still be alive today. Which will you be, Walker?
I won't be your next victim.
Do not listen to his sweet talk.
Your claws are dull as always, Yoshiha. Remember what I said, Walker.
Rakasha toys with us. He is drunk with power. What of the caravans? I have found no one alive.
Same here. Shouldn't there be more people?
Rakasha is not so foolish as to needlessly slaughter his prey. Our clan must be herding the caravanners into the Tenar Zalvit ossuary like cattle. At least most of them should still be alive. We must free them.
We're probably going to have to fight your people to do that.
You will, Walker. I lack the strength to fight them. I will keep to the shadows and help you how I can. I'd like to believe my clan can be redeemed, but if they have to pay for the blood in their veins with their lives, so be it.
Let's go.
The Tenar Zalvit ossuary is deeper within the chasm, to the east. I will meet you inside. First, I must slake my thirst as best as I can. I'll need all the strength I can muster.
Also, E, those were bad. Those were bad puns, and you should feel bad. What can you tell me about the ossuary?
It has been the Tanaris Alvit's clan home for centuries. A humble place of rest for Khajiit to begin their journey to the sands behind the stars. After the flu came, it became a sprawling boneyard. You will find my clan in great numbers there.
The sands behind the stars?
Paradise, Walker. Where Khajiit who followed the true path of the moons lounge in the gentle warmth of the sun on dunes of purest sugar. A place I will never see.
Why not?
I am sworn to keep an eternal vigil, even if I am the last of my clan who remembers our duty to the dead. And if I should die, I am out of Canarthi's reach. Only the cruel embrace of Molag Bal awaits for the likes of me.
Your duty to the dead?
Our clan served as the caretakers of the Tanaris Alvit ossuary.
Oh, that's right.
When there was anyone left to seek burial. Khajiit made offerings of blood for us to watch over their dead. We coexisted like that for hundreds of years.
I forgot about that. That was a plot point. Forgot about that exact plot point. That was the whole thing that started this. Also, E, no. No, it is not. How dare? Okay, we're just gonna try to avoid the vampires because, dear lord, there's so many vampires here. What the heck? Nope. Nope. Leave me alone. That is not a good reason to do something. Okay, where am I even going? Not here. Okay, where even am I going? Over here. Ah, okay. Trying to figure out where I'm going in this zone. This zone, I love Elsweyr as a zone, but sometimes is like trying to navigate a maze. Just trying to figure out where you're supposed to actually go is a bit, tiny bit tricky. It's things like that honestly just make me start flashing back to trying to find all of the flight points in Final Fantasy XIV in, I forget the freaking zone. When I'm in it again, I'd definitely be able to tell you if I saw it again. But it's like multi-tiered, and things are like it was not the easiest place to navigate. I hated it. I hated it so much. And literally the only reason I was in there was on account of
One used to like foul, but after return, their blood seemed thin as gruel.
because of flight points and being able to fly in the zone. It was not a good time. Not Garabanya. Garabanya wasn't too bad. It was a Heavensward zone. Oh god, what the heck was that zone? Okay, hold on. I need to alt-tab and actually look this up because I need to figure out where the heck this place was. Churning Mist. No.
See that tomb again.
No, it's definitely not that. I don't think it was anyway. No, it wasn't shooting mist. Sea of Clouds! Sea of Clouds. I freaking hated the Sea of Clouds. Sea of Clouds was the zone.
We should leave the Weeping Star, take over somewhere worth living.
I'm pretty sure it was Sea of Clouds. It was just not my favorite to try to navigate through if I'm remembering the zone correctly.
Finally, we feast on rich blood.
It was not a fun time for me, to be honest. Just trying to get through it. It just, no. Okay, I'll admit it was pretty bad. Yeah, see, exactly. The Sea of Clouds had way too many levels. And when I looked at the map, it was not immediately apparent that I wouldn't be able to gain access to certain areas unless I went a certain way, or like this area is only accessible once you go through a specific thing, and it's on the other side of the map. It just was not a fun time for me, personally. Also, I seem to have run into a necromancer. Oh my god. Wait, was his name what I thought it was? Yes! Oh my god, I approve of his name. I approve of the name. Which that's a Black Butler reference, the name, if that makes no sense to any of you.
Are too thin-blooded. We should make for women.
Yeah, Sea of Clouds is what I come back to 14, and if I play on a new character, it is the one zone I am not at all looking forward to getting all of the points for, just to fly around in it. Although once you're able to fly in there, it's so much easier. But I'm not looking forward to it at all.
They took us. They mean to eat us. I saw them take the key across the bridge. Please, find it and free us now.
Where are you, Necromancer? No. Oh, you're a shadow. What the heck? That is so rude. That is incredibly rude. You are not allowed to teleport into a shadow when I'm trying to murder you. Oh, that's so sweet of you, E. I may definitely need to take you up on taxi for that. Okay, let me get this key so I can get these guys out.
Good work, Walker. Keep searching, and put that key to good use.
Will do.
I'll catch up after I've led this one to safety.
I have taxi service in both car and whale variety. You have the whale? I freaking love the idea of the whale mount, to be honest. That whale mount is amazing.
How'd we go so long without it?
Okay, we're just gonna sneak by these guys. Gonna raid the sack, but first we're gonna sneak by. Hey Grim, how you doing? We are currently rescuing a bunch of people from Khajiit vampires even. Managing. I feel that. I feel that. Well, they haven't bitten me It's more that I'm just
Not even to hide from the sun.
trying to save people.
Oh, please. A taste of swill and skooma, I swear.
No. Bad, Necro.
Watch out. There's more.
Oh, so there are. Just try to rescue this poor Khajiit. You are a jerk. How dare. Also, why can't I do that? I want to be able to just teleport behind people. In like a burst of shadowy glory. How cool would that be?
Turn sun to the ossuary.
Merciful moons. I think that's the last of them.
Close call. Don't worry. This one will be safe with
caravanners
me.
are too thin-blooded. We should make for Rimen.
Why not make Orcrest ours again? We left it a ghost town.
Ah. I almost missed the way I go.
We should leave the Weeping Skull. Take over somewhere worth leaving.
If only. Like, I want that to be an actual set of abilities in this game, but I don't think they'd actually give it to us. And it makes me sad. Oi. But, like, could you imagine how cool that would be? Just, like, using that shadow magic, teleporting behind people. How did that come unfocused?
Treated no better than animals. Shameful. You go on. I'll watch over them.
Okay, good. We have a dude to find. We have a guy to find, and we have a guy to murder. Yeah, but does it look as cool?
This one used to like fowl, but after he turned, their blood seemed thin as glue.
It's an aesthetic thing. If it doesn't look as cool, then, like, what's the point? You first. Okay, now you.
We left it a ghost town.
Bird ring. Rude. Search this urn.
I never want to see that tomb.
Rakaja,
again. Not even
I
to
warned
hide
you
from
retribution
the
would
sun.
come to you if you hunted Khajiit as prey. Step down, and our clan might yet be redeemed.
It's you who let this hunter do our den, Yushia, not me. Unlike our clan mother, I am prepared for our enemies. Hunt me if you dare.
Rakaja! Rakaja!
Was he just walking on air, or was there actually a rock under him? From over here, it looked like there was nothing underneath his feet, but...
There's no going back for him. Neither Rakaja nor the Tenar Zalvit clan. Their only care now is the taste of the blood on their tongues. There's only one way this ends now.
How's that?
With Rakaja buried in this tomb, killing him won't bring my clan back. But making an example of him may teach the Tenar Zalvit to feed with more restraint.
Do you really want me to kill him?
I don't believe Rakaja will give you any other choice. It's a lot to ask of you, but the lives we've saved will be a small fraction of those lost if he is not deposed. You are five-clawed, Walker. Now's the time.
Alright, I'll find him. Somehow. Don't know how exactly I'm gonna do that. Oh, apparently he's just right through this door. Okay, then. Dramatic vampire aesthetic. Is that him? Yes, it is. Hey, dude. Murder!
I look forward to tasting hearty blood.
Oh, jeez. Gonna die. Totally paid 5,000 gold to turn a guildmate into a werewolf.
My pride.
That is impressive.
You damned fool. Come, we should get back to the caravan survivors. This way.
But yeah, there are a lot of people who will advertise in zone chat for vampire bite or werewolf biting. Some people will even offer to pay gold for it, which I find amusing. I feel like I don't see it a whole lot anymore, but there was definitely a time when I started playing where that was the big, where like I'd see that all the time. People just advertising for the bite. Oh, these guys are gonna murder me.
These caravanners are too thin-blooded. We should make for Rimmon.
This one used to like fowl, but after he turned, their blood seemed thinner.
Sneak.
It's been too long since we tasted.
Okay. Trying not to die.
You did what I could not, Walker. Rakasha is gone, and his misguided beliefs along with him. I only wish the lesson hadn't come at so great a price.
What will happen to your clan now that he's gone?
These caravanners will spread the word of my clan. Others will come to hunt them down. What's left of the Tanar Zalvit will either recall our clan mother's wisdom to flee and survive, or suffer Rakasha's fate. This is the end of us, Walker.
Couldn't you just take Rakasha's place as leader and make peace like your old clan mother?
You've seen what remains of my clan. They carry my bloodline, but they are no longer my kin. There may come a time when the Tanar Zalvit can return to what they once were, when our name and clan home are far from memory.
So this is goodbye then.
There's nothing left for me here. We couldn't save my clan from doom, but I am grateful for all you've done, as are the caravanners. They've scrounged this up as thanks. Soon, the Weeping Scar's tears will have run dry, much like my own.
Where will you go now?
Neither the dead nor I will have rest, while the one responsible for this still lives. I will hunt down the orc who desecrated our home and brought ruin to my clan. I know the scent of death all too well. His necromancers will not be so hard to find.
You know, funnily enough, I've crossed paths with an orc necromancer. It might be the same person.
Tell me what you know of this orc.
His name was Zumog Foom. I killed him, but his allies are still out there, wreaking havoc.
Yushiha thanks you for ending a miserable life. She is glad he will trouble no one else. This Zumog may be gone, but as long as his necromancers disgrace Tanar Zalvit's dead, Yushiha is duty-bound to stop them.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna take advantage of this. Consider seeking out Garish 3. The speaker of the main could help.
It has been a long time since Yushiha walked among her living cousins. There was no main or speaker when she last drew breath, but Yushiha hopes they will see past her condition. She is certain she will barely recognize the kingdoms of her kin.
Good luck in your pursuit.
And you as well, Walker. I hope we cross paths again, under better circumstances.
We have made a vampire friend. One that will hopefully help us further down the line. Or at least I imagine she will. I don't think they would have given us that random bit of conversation if, you know, she wasn't gonna help us at some point later. Like, I don't think this game is really in the habit of having us send NPCs to other NPCs for no damn reason. So, hopefully, we will see Yushiha again. Mainly, I freely admit, I mainly hope this is a thing because Pretty Lady Vampire Khajiit. But, you know.
Chimera's waiting for you inside. If the dragon circling overhead spots us, I'll try to drive it off.
Oh.
Will assist.
Yes, I'm sure your fists will make all the difference.
Yep, that's because one is flying over our heads right now. Don't know which one he is. Don't like him in any case. There are indeed monkeys about. Okay, into the ruins we go.
There is more to this ancient temple. I do not see a way to access it. This is the right place. I can sense it. But nothing in this chamber looks like it can make the moons move or open a path to Joan or Jode. What are we missing, Fiveclaw?
Cadwell said your pendant was the key?
And Riddlethar knows I have tried everything I can think of. I held it out, I presented it forcefully, I even shook it vigorously, but nothing happened. I do not know what else to do.
Okay, you said your mother would sometimes hold it and tell you stories. Maybe something she said?
My memories and the Kunzari stories, everything jumbles together. Too much research has crowded my mind. Wait, maybe... I remember one thing Mother used to say. Maybe if I repeat her words while I hold the pendant.
Couldn't hurt to give it a try.
When a Nequina's blood calls, the shadow dance begins.
By the moons, you opened the path.
You go ahead. Zamorak and I will deal with the dragon outside. Somehow.
Moons watch over you. Come, Fiveclaw. Let us see where this leads.
I will in just a second. I want to look over this room first. Make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think I am. But... also, there's a part of me that does not want to go into the glowing portal. Because I don't know what's on the other side of the glowing portal. Bad things, usually. But off we go to Shadow Dance Temple. It's fine. I mean, I can but hope, really. Oh, undeniably. Undeniably, combat is kind of a given, I feel like, at this point. We shall see. Hopefully I don't have to actually fight a dragon right now. I don't know if I'm mentally prepared to fight a dragon on my own.
Beautiful. Why was this hidden for so long?
A good question.
This place has guardians, it seems, but they could not stop the betrayal.
Yep. Cadwell the Betrayer. I'm still not okay with that. I'm still not okay with that, you guys.
The betrayer sent. He came this way.
I can see that. Anonymous torn journal. Strange piece of floor here, one that I can't seem to puzzle out. I cannot but think there's something more to this shrine than this simple chamber. I wish I had the gold to hire someone from the Mages Guild, but that ship has sailed. Thanks, Arving. Making camp for now. These cats love their moons. Maybe something will show up overnight. Day 18. Nothing overnight, but I found a scorpion in my boot when I woke up. Never pass up a free meal. Jula was right, the poison's rendered out if you stick it in a cook fire for a moment. Was scouting the cliffs near the ruin when I found it. Wind was coming in through a crack in the cliff face. Managed to widen it enough to get through. It was a long climb down. Looks like patience paid off. I'm in. Day 19. Strange place? Temple? Not sure. Floor stained. Old blood, I'm sure of it. Thought I found some old death cult site, but starting to look like signs of trouble. Good news is, seems like it was a long time ago. Getting a stranger. Found bones, unsurprisingly, but there were other bodies too. The flesh was like wood, skin like lacquer, sitting and standing in meditation poses. Must be some funeral rite. Spooky, though. Day 20. Barely any sleep last night. Everything echoes in here. All sorts of scuffling in the night. Rats, probably. The light plays tricks in here. I swear one of those strange bodies just moved. That's not reassuring. That is in no way reassuring. I know I need to tap that. I'm going to in a second. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything else along the perimeter. Nope, okay.
That relic. See what you can make of it, Five Claw.
Chimera?
The spirits awaken. The temple recognized me. I am becoming attuned.
Attuned to what?
That relic. It is connected to the lunar lattice. When you touched it, something spoke to me. I am becoming attuned. Help me find the remaining lattice relics and complete my attunement. It is the only way to stop the betrayer and the dragons.
Okay, what do you mean attuned?
The moon priests that serve this temple, they were attuned to the lattice and the hidden paths. They could move the moons and dance through the shadows. The betrayer was attuned in the ancient past. I think that is why Cadwell can use portals.
But why are you being attuned?
The temple, the lattice, they recognized Anequina's blood and sang to me. It all makes sense now. Anequina moved the moon so Kunzari could reach Jode's core. The betrayer wants to do the same for the dragons.
How can the betrayer move the moons?
You must listen more closely, Five Claw. The betrayer is attuned. When he reaches the temple sanctuary, he will activate the moon gate apparatus and put the moons in motion. I need to finish my attunement before that happens.
Okay. Sure. Makes about as much sense as anything else, I guess. I don't trust it. Because, like, what if this is something that, you know, they want you to do, you know? And, like, they need this in order for the moons to move in the first place. We have a scroll here. I'm not going to read all of it. Does not look relevant.
Please, Sir Cadwell, you're part of Kunzari's Krajun. Why are you doing this?
I want what Kunzari hid away, and I need to move the moons to reach it. If a few cats must die along the way, what of it?
You're insane.
You talk to your new god like that? Manners!
The temple. It shows us how the betrayer became attuned.
Alright, that makes about as much sense as anything else here. Ancient family teleportation technique. Okay. Oh joy. Statues will attack us. Yay.
Temple relic. Activate it for me, Five Claw. The temple relic, Five Claw. Activate it so the process of attunement can continue.
What were those images we saw? The ones with the betrayer and the moon priests?
The temple showed us the ancient past. After the betrayer killed Kudzari and came to this holy place, he killed the moon priest to force his attunement. The voices of Joan and Jode grow dim. Activate the relic now, please.
Can't you activate the relic yourself?
I need to do this properly. When Anequina performed her attunement, Kunzari accompanied her and activated the relics. The temple identifies me as Anequina, so you must be Kunzari.
Okay. Okay, we saw the past, but where's the real betrayer?
Somewhere ahead of us, on his way to the temple sanctuary to make the moons move. I need to finish my attunement before we face him. So, please, Five Claw, let us get on with it.
Okay. That is a very cool thing that Kamira is doing here.
Understand. Moving the moons causes an eclipse. That opens the way to Jode's core.
Okay. So, lunar eclipse. This is not going to go well.
It's almost a shame how Enequina's faithful keep throwing themselves at my blade. Almost.
Cadwell. Gonna fix this, Cadwell. We're gonna fix this. I'm gonna bring you back somehow. I'm not sure how yet, but you know, we're gonna do it. These are the things with the lacquer faces that the journal mentioned earlier. I feel like I shouldn't be murdering them considering they're just the temple's security system, but... No, my soul was already torn out of me. I fought like hell to get that back. I don't want to tear my soul out of me again. Once was bad enough. Oh. Yeah, I should probably do that.
The final temple relic. There it is. Activate it, please.
I'm just gonna zoom in on her right here, because, I mean, look at this. This is such a freaking cool pose that she's in.
Now, Five Claw, we need to reach the temple sanctuary.
Put it in a vial and hide it on the moon. That is probably what we're going to have to do, to be quite honest. Although I'd rather just give the thing back to Cadwell, but...
Wait, my friend. Let us talk before we confront the betrayer.
Okay. You stay there for a second. I'm just gonna double check these side alcoves. Make sure there's nothing interesting in here that I might need to grab. Don't know if this is going to be relevant, but let's read this. To Junjo the Empty Fang. Junjo the Empty Fang, your time has come. Your body is weak enough, your soul is strong enough, your mind is clear enough. Now you must climb, Junjo the Empty Fang, as the gods called to the forebearers before you and will call to those that follow. Go to the mountaintop. Let the wind weave through your fur, let the sun fall on your face. Let the trees be your only succor, their needles, their seeds, their resin. To wander the ethereal, one must reject the corporeal. Your form will diminish, but your mind and soul will grow. You will thirst for water, drink, and each day drink less. Your fur, what is left of it, you will shed. Your heart, what remains of it, will slow. Your breaths will be as the dying wind. And with your body prepared, the heavens will await your ethereal soul to fascinate in its mysteries. And your body will wait for your soul to return to it, stewarded by the moons and the majesty of the lattice. That is kind of dark, to be honest. I was not expecting it to be quite so dark.
The ancient memories become clearer in my mind with every passing moment. We follow the same path as the heroes of legend. Kunzari, Anequina, the Betrayer, they all walked these steps to reach Jode's core.
Okay, tell me everything the attuned memory showed you.
I see the truth of the myths and legends. Kunzari tricked Calcrontid into storing the might of the dragons in Jode's core. Then, the heroes of the Krajun lured them into the halls of Colossus and sealed the doors.
Right, and then the betrayer stabbed Kunzari in the back.
Yes. He murdered Kunzari and then came to this temple to gain the power to move the moons and open the way to Jode's core. You see, the path only appears at the moon gate of Anequina when the moons are aligned, as in an eclipse.
The moon priest stopped the betrayer back then.
True, but many died before they lopped off his head. The betrayer was the greatest warrior of his day. If it comes to a battle, it will not be an easy one. There is an apparatus in the sanctuary, linked to the larger moon gate. That is what we seek.
Okay. Okay, you deal with the apparatus, I'll take care of the betrayer.
We are about to enter the place where the betrayer faced his greatest failure. Where he died at the hands of the remaining heroes and moon priests. We must make sure history repeats itself.
Any advice on fighting the betrayer?
The shade of Anequina darkens with rage whenever I think about him. Even before his betrayal, she detested the man. He was vain, proud, a great sword fighter, but full of ego and hubris. Perhaps that is his weakness, his pride.
Okay. Okay, I can work with that. I think. Fingers crossed. That's what happened to the temple security. I would not be surprised, honestly. I am so kind of scared about this, though, guys. Like, this is fighting Cadwell. I don't know if I can do it. No, I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, E. Okay. There's Cadwell. Hey, Cadwell.
Too late, fools! The eclipse has started. I'm going to share the power with the dragons. Magnanimous, don't you think?
The hell you are.
Use you? Good!
You're not sharing anything with anybody.
Sure, these lovely keepsakes don't. Sure, these lovely keepsakes don't.
Stop the eclipse!
You should be able to. What the heck? Why can't you?
The betrayer did something to the apparatus.
Oh, jeez. Okay, apparently the betrayer did something. This is not good. This is not good, you guys.
The betrayer did something to the apparatus. The moons cannot hear my plea.
You can't stop it?
No. The betrayer has set the moons in motion, and they will not answer to my song. There is nothing to stop the dragons from using the moon gate of Anequina to reach Jode's core.
So Elsweyr is doomed.
Not yet. This apparatus moves the moons, but the moon gate of Anequina creates the portal to Jode's core. Luckily, I sent forces there to defend it from the dragons. We will join them. But first, the memories tell me we have one more task here.
Okay, what do we need to do?
Anequina's memories show me how she once used the dragon horn. The combat dragon horn you gave me. It needs to be energized, have its power restored. Activate the nearby temple relic, and I will charge the dragon horn.
Okay, I'll do it.
Zara, Anequina, Cadwell, John, and Jode. All of it into the dragon horn.
A dip in cold heart is refreshing, pleasant, and I'm fit as a fig tree. Now, where's the...
Cadwell! Cadwell! Cadwell!
Where is the fiend? Let me at him. I returned as soon as I could to help you give the betrayer a good thrashing.
We fixed him! Yay! Okay, we destroyed the betrayer, but what about you? Are you okay?
I feel tip-top, I must say. I thought it was the cozy confines of my beloved Cold Harbor, but I suppose it has more to do with the destruction of my other half. Well, good show. The world is saved.
Not exactly. The betrayer set the moons in motion, and when they align, the dragons can reach the core.
That doesn't sound good. Let me think. If I concentrate, I can recall what was going through my despicable other self's mind. He wanted to make sure no one could stop the path from opening. He promised the dragons.
Okay, but there has to be some way to stop the eclipse.
I'm afraid not, at least not from here. He did something to the apparatus. It can't be used again. Chimera might be able to separate the moons, but she'd need to do it at the moon gate. She looks a little peaked, though, doesn't she?
We need to get her back to Rimmon.
I am all right. Cadwell, can we use your portal to return to Rimmon?
Of course, Chimera. It's ready.
This doesn't look good, though. So, on the plus side, we fixed Cadwell. On the downside, the betrayer fucked up everything. Yeah, I was right. This is gonna get worse before it gets better. Oh boy. Moon gates indeed. Plus, Cadwell fixed. Minus dragons. Basically, yes. I don't know how we're gonna fix any of this. I don't know that we can. Also, I find it hysterical that my closed captioning software censors my swearing. I happen to alt tab at just the right moment, and It had the first letter of the word and then multiple stars after it. I don't know why that amused me so much, but it did. And not quite to that extreme. Not quite to that extreme, Abe, but you get the gist of it. But we're back. Yay. Even if things got a little effed up along the way. Boy. Okay. Talk to Cadwell, really? You're over here playing the lute. I'm standing over there. I'm like, where is that coming from?
I feel like 1,000 pieces of gold. Just delightful. But poor Chimera, she appears to have the weight of a mammoth on her shoulders. You should talk to her.
The eclipse approaches, and with it the opening of the moon gate of Anequina. We have a short amount of time before the way to Jode's core appears. At least I am attuned, and I was able to charge the Dragonhorn.
Can you blame him? Not really. Not really, no. What do we do now, Chimera?
Gareshri has already gone to the moon gate of Anequina to take charge of the forces there. We will join him shortly. Thank you for helping with my attunement, Five Claw. With you and my ancestors beside me, we will find a way to stop the dragons. We stopped the betrayer, but not before he set the moons in motion. Soon they will align. When the eclipse occurs, the moon gate of Anequina will open and grant access to Jode's core, which is exactly what the dragons desire.
How much time do we have?
Some, but not a lot. Luckily, we anticipated the connection to the moon gate and sent Gareshri ahead with whatever forces we could spare, which was not as much as I would like. I just wish we had something else to fall back on.
What about the Dragonhorn? Doesn't that count?
The combat Dragonhorn is charged, but we still do not know its full capabilities. We must not waste its energy, so we will save it until absolutely necessary. We should make our way to the moon gate now. Tell our companions, it is time.
I'll gather our allies.
Our companions left the palace to wander Rimmon and consider what is to come. Find Abner Tarn, Zamarak, and Prefect Kalo. Cadwell too, if he is still around. I would like them to join us at the moon gate, but will understand if they decide not to.
Where is the moon gate of Anequina?
The ancient structure rises out of the jungle far to the southwest. To think, a place known primarily as a pilgrimage stop and historical curiosity may turn out to be the site of Elsweyr's most crucial battle yet.
Tell me more about the moon gate.
The moon gates are among the oldest ruins in Elsweyr. Of the few sites we know of, the Anequina ruin is the most well-preserved. Moon priests consider it sacred. The Riddlethar ties it to the lattice. The rest of us, we see a pile of old rocks.
So, what actually happened to you at the Shadow Dance Temple?
I can only tell you what I experienced. I became one with the temple, with all its memories and past experiences. I connected with my bloodline, with the first Anequina herself. I was attuned.
What does that mean, attuned?
I underwent the process of attunement, the same as Anequina and the moon priests of the temple, the same as Cadwell. I know how to make the moons move, provided we find a working lunar lattice apparatus.
Can you open portals like Cadwell now, too?
Some of the stories about Anequina speak of her teleporting from place to place. I see something about portals, but it does not make much sense. Perhaps when I have had 1,000 years to practice, I will be as competent as Cadwell, yes?
Gather your companions, it says. I thought I saw Cadwell coming over in this direction, but that door is locked. Doesn't show any companion in here, but let's go in here and look anyway. Nope. Let's go gather our friends. And then we will, you know, stop dragons, apparently. Whew. Okay, where even are my companions? My companions are spread out literally everywhere. Okay, we have Zamorak here, Kayla there, Cadwell, and Abner. Okay. Gonna start at the top, work our way down. Zamorak first, because he's right over here. No drag at your feet now. Yumi, that was bad.
Quiet moments to meditate have been rare since Zamorak returned to Elsweyr. This one needed some time alone, especially after helping Tharn with the dragon at the Shadow Dance ruins. But you look like one who has important news, my friend.
Chimera wants us to gather at the Moon Gate of Inequina?
Zamorak suspected that would be our next destination. This one noticed that the moons have shifted in the sky, moving in a way that breaks their usual pattern. The betrayer's doing, yes? At least you and Queen Chimera returned from the ruins.
Yeah, the betrayer's at the moons to eclipse. But we killed him, and Chimera's attuned to the lattice now. Yay!
Then we still have a chance. Zamorak has pledged his honor to Queen Chimera. He will not break that vow. This one has a purpose again, and will see it through no matter the cost. Zamorak will meet you at the Moon Gate, my friend.
I'll see you there.
Queen Chimera, attuned to the lunar lattice. Zamorak never expected to see such a miracle in his lifetime. This one prays that it will be enough when we stand against the dragons.
Speaking of dragons, what happened after Chimera and I entered the temple?
About what you would expect. Tharn used flashy spells to confuse the dragon until it finally gave up and flew away. Then, we encountered a squad of Euraxians led by a necromancer. Those Zamorak dispatched. It was the least this one could do.
Prefect Kalo is over that way. Whoops, my phone died. Ah, there we go. My phone didn't die, the screen just darkened. Wow, I just made that sound completely bleak, like a lot bleaker than it actually was. So gather our next friend.
The quiet moments between battles. I like to spend the time catching up on my reading. History, military strategy, recipe books.
Also, his armor hasn't completely textured itself.
The quiet moments between battles.
There we go.
I like to spend the time catching up on my reading. History, military strategy, recipe books. My secret pleasure is a good mystery, though. And the new Investigator Veil is a real page-turner.
Chimera wants us to gather at the Moon Gate of Inequina.
I've been waiting for the order to move out. I sent most of the Cygnus Irregulars on ahead with Gareshri, but a small contingent remained here in case our earlier guess was wrong. I assume events in the ruins confirmed our theory?
Yeah, I killed the betrayer, but not before he set the moons in motion to open the Moon Gate.
Understood. We need to defend the Moon Gate and stop the dragons from using it when it opens. Keep them from reaching Jode's core. Well, at least now we have a mission. I just hope the Khajiit can get over their aversion to working with my troops.
Has there been much trouble integrating your forces with the Khajiit?
Queen Euraxia's tyranny made the Khajiit wary. I don't blame them for that. I just want to show them that not all Imperials are tyrants, that they can trust at least a few of us. It will come, as long as we don't turn on each other first.
See you at the gate. This guy is literally the only decent Imperial I think we've met. I approve. I'd like to meet some other remotely nice Imperials, but the majority of them tend to be... What's the word I want? Jerks? Not quite, but it is the nicest one I think my subs will let me use without getting mad. Cadwell, what are you doing? And why do you have a little dragon flying around you?
Hello, come to partake in a before-the-battle cleansing? I find it prudent to make myself pristine prior to the start of a slaughter. In my experience, the subsequent blood and gore adheres much better to a well-laundered body.
Okay. Chimera wants us to gather at the Moon Gate of Inequina.
The Moon Gate? I hope to wash away the memories of the betrayer, and some stenches can't be removed with soap and water. I'm sorry I made the moons move, my friend. Sorry I helped the dragons.
That was the betrayer, Cadwell, not you.
But before I became the gallantly gaunt, soul-shriven form you see today, I was the betrayer. I originally did all the terrible deeds that led us to this place. I'm rather ashamed. Dash it all.
So help us fix this, Cadwell. Help us stop the dragons from reaching the core.
Yes, of course. That was my plan all along. Make up for my past atrocities by helping the nice cat people defeat the evil dragons, just like the hero I was before I became the betrayer. Tally-ho, then. I'll head to the Moon Gate now and meet you there.
See you there.
As nice as these facilities are, I miss the boiling plasm pools of Cold Harbor, hot enough to melt the skin right off your bones. What an invigorating sensation.
Won't the water rust your armor?
And your point is?
Okay. Apparently, Cadwell does not care about his armor rusting. Although, considering the fact that his armor is, dining ware, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. Oh, and look, Thorn's here with wine.
Wine used to rejuvenate me after periods of intense exertion and spellcasting. Now I can barely taste the stuff. A good thing, too. Khajiiti wine is cloyingly sweet, like drinking candied plums boiled in moon sugar. I presume you have news?
Chimera wants us to gather at the Moon Gate of Inequina.
The Moon Gate? A noble but futile proposition, I fear. The Khajiit should pack up and flee while they still can. Let the Alliance armies deal with this. Show them some fights are more important than deciding whose posterior best fits the Ruby Throne.
Are you suggesting we give up Abner Thorn?
No. Just pondering other options. Too much of what we're facing was the inadvertent result of my actions or the actions of my family. Dragons, Euraxians, necromancers. The responsibility falls to me, and balance must be restored.
So you're still with us?
Would you stand a chance otherwise? Without my arcane and strategic insights, anything you try is destined to fail. I won't have that on my conscience. Now, allow me to finish this sickeningly sweet inebriant. One last indulgence before the end.
I'll see you at the gate.
By the way, I believe I understand the purpose of the dragon horn. After much consideration, the use and function of the ancient instrument has become clear. The Dragon Guard were clever, I'll say that for them.
You know how to use it?
Theoretical knowledge isn't the same as practical experience, but I believe I understand the fundamentals of its operation. The Dragon Guard prepared a horn taken from a massive dragon and engraved it with arcane runes, giving it astonishing power.
So the dragon horn is actually a dragon's horn?
Oh yes, I'm fairly certain of that. And I found historical references indicating the Dragon Guard gifted such relics to key locations. For their protection, you see. The one you located was originally in Rimmen before it was moved to the Sanctuary.
Okay, so how do we use it?
We have neither the time nor resources to move the large relic, but the small horn you brought back, it's called a combat horn, by the way, was designed to be carried into battle. Once charged with energy, its sound weakens dragons.
Camille charged the horn at the Shadow Dance Temple.
One problem solved, then. The next is sheer age. This ancient combat horn is exceedingly fragile. I'm not sure how many times we can sound the horn before it disintegrates into dust. For that reason, I suggest we save it until we absolutely need it.
Okay, cool. We can do that. I hope. Okay, so it looks like the gate I need is all the way down there. So we're going to take the Way Shrine. Gonna come down to Scar's End. And the best or worst part is, once we're done with this, we are still not done because we still have an entire DLC to get through. Where am I even going? Okay, this is the road. This is in fact the road. We're good. I have found a road. You know, one thing I never actually did is look up the names of these Indrics. For some reason this occurred to me, and I don't know why. So the Onyx one is named Anthracite. Huh. Like your Nern root. I love that Nernroot has a very distinctive sound. Makes it easier to find, I feel like. Alright, we're on our way, you guys. On our way. Nope, not this way. I thought the turn was there, the turn was not there. Here we are. This is it. This is the Moon Gate of Inequina. I'm kind of low-key terrified. Because I don't know if this means we're gonna have to fight dragons. I don't know what exactly this means. Oh hey! Yushiha's here!
Yushiha has come to return her debt to you. Zumog Fum is dead, but those he served still seek to ruin all we hold dear. What strength there is in my blood is yours to command.
How have you been?
Returning to the world has not been easy. Very little is as she remembers. She does not belong here. Yet she has nothing, and no one to return to. Yushiha would be adrift, if not for the need to avenge her clan. It is the only purpose she has now.
Are you upset that I was the one to kill Fum?
Yushiha is not Rakaja. She has no desire to spill blood, only an obligation to right a wrong. Zumog Fum will never desecrate another Khajiit soul. That is all that matters.
A lot more blood is going to be spilled before this is done, you know.
Yushiha has no fear of the fighting to come. It is the time after all her battles are done that gives her pause. Her focus remains on the fight alone.
Fight well.
It appears everyone has arrived.
Who else is here?
Kalo Five Claw, while I confer with the Queen.
Oh, there's Gadashri. Let's talk to Cadwell.
I have a good feeling about this. Reminds me of the time I led an assault on Molog Grunder's dinner party. The roast Yagra were delicious.
He's juggling fish. Oh, Cadwell, please never change again. Please never change. He is juggling fish. I missed this. I missed him. I missed him so much. I'm so glad he's okay now. Samarak.
Look how the moons converge in the sky. The time is not right for such an event. The lunar lattice has been altered, causing Joan and Jode to merge. Legends say that this occurs when a dragon eats the moon. This one hopes that is only a legend.
We can but hope.
An eclipse is an eerie sight, but where are the dragons? The moons come together and the sky grows dark. Ominous, isn't it? And strangely beautiful. Where are the dragons, though? And the remaining Euraxians?
Oh, that's a good point.
I assumed they would have started their push for the Moongate by now.
Are we ready for this?
As ready as we can be. The Khajiit militia and the...
Also, pause just for a second because I saw that... It's fine. It's fine, Chibi says. I have my doubts. But we will see.
The moons come together, as ready as we can be. The Khajiit militia and the Cygnus Irregulars have taken defensive positions along the path up to the Moongate, and whatever siege weapons we could get our hands on are set to repel the dragons.
So, do you think we can stop the assault?
Not a chance. We only hope to slow them enough to give Tharn and Chimera the time they need to stop the Moongate from opening, or find a way to shut it if all else fails. If the dragons don't reach Jode's core, we win. Wait, what's that noise?
You hear something?
Dragons, go join Queen Chimera. I'll take charge down here.
Oh my god.
Zamarak will go with you.
Get those fires out and ready the ballistic. Move it, soldiers!
Where am I even going? Okay, apparently this way. I didn't even see the dragon that swooped in and did anything.
Reckless audacity and daring do.
There goes Cadwell. Oh, this is going to be bad, you guys.
Euraxians. The wall has been breached.
The cats and the traitors!
Rude!
Up there, more Euraxians.
Oh, this is so not fine. This is the furthest thing from fine.
Come. This one can mend your wounds. Here they come. Prepare yourself. More soldiers. We need to deal with it.
Cadwell!
I do enjoy cutting blackguards down to size.
We need to reach Queen Chimera.
Okay. Go this way? I think this way. Yep, this way. Oh, that's a dragon.
Gareshri, no! Stay with me, old master.
Zamarak?
Gareshri still breathes, but his injuries are serious. He needs a healer. In the meantime, Zamarak knows what he must do.
Okay, wait, what do you mean, Zamarak?
With Gareshri injured, someone else must take command of this position. Make sure the Euraxians and the dragons encounter enough resistance to slow them down. That task now falls to Zamarak.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, my friend. This is Zamarak's chance to finally atone for his past mistakes. Wait, what is this? The dragon horn. This one doesn't know why Gareshri was carrying this. But you must take it and reach the moon gate. Queen Kamira needs you.
Okay, I will guard the dragon horn and join up with Kamira. Good luck, Zamarak. Don't die.
Go. Now, Five Claw.
Do not die. I like you too much. Do not die too. I went completely the wrong way. Go figure. Did not even notice, went the wrong way entirely. Death to all. I mean, not the good guys. The good guys can stay alive. The people who are on my side can stay living. Enemies must fall. Oh, that's a dragon.
Spread out!
Hi. No chibi. In some instances, sacrificing everything is not okay. Oh, great. More Euraxians. Great. Great. There's Cadwell when I want him. And here come more. This one kind of looks like a discount Abner Tharn, the one I'm fighting, except with a beard.
No!
What in oblivion?
I've got these hooligans, old trout.
There's Cadwell. There's my boy.
Before the moon's completely alive.
Okay, up we go. We got this. It's fine. No, maybe it's not.
Fan out.
So many Euraxians. How did they even get up here? If you're literally guarding the way up, how could they get up here before us? I feel like this is an instance of that one gif from Emperor's New Groove, when they're asking how exactly Kronk and Yzma got somewhere before them. And Kronk's response is that by all accounts it doesn't make any sense. I feel like this is that particular thing. Oh, that's a dragon. That's a dragon.
My shield won't hold much longer.
Use it, quick, quick!
Okay, we scared him off, but...
The moons have aligned and the gate has opened. Kamira definitely gained something at the temple, but she hasn't figured out how to control it. You were with her. Talk to her. See if she can close that aperture before it's too late.
See how the moons align with the ancient gate. The lattice opens a path to Jode's core. But how did you get the dragon horn? Where's Gareshri? And why are the sounds of battle so close? Did the Euraxians overrun our defenses?
Karashri was injured, and the dragons breached the walls, allowing the Euraxians to pour in.
Karashri? Hurt? And the Euraxians behind our defenses? This is not good. Not good at all. Well, we still have the dragon horn. At least until the power runs out, or the fragile relic falls apart. Ah, I just wish the moons would move for me.
I thought the attunement gave you the power to move them.
The power, yes. But not the knowledge and experience. I will continue to try to move the moons and close the gate. But you will need to keep the Euraxians from taking this position. I am counting on you, Five Claw.
I'll guard the moon gate, Chimera. You know, I approve of Tharn's shield here. Basically, if I tempt any melee thing through it, they're basically gonna die. Also, I still really love this thing Chimera is doing as an emote. I wish it was an emote we get ourselves. But it might be an emote I have, I don't know. Oh, that's an air Atronach. What the heck? What the heck? Why an Atronach? Why an Atronach? What the heck? What is summoning that? Oh, you! Hey, no, you stop that.
Mulamir and Kelgrunted approach!
The dragon horn. It's our only chance.
No, not yet!
Through the portal, both of you, and bring the dragon horn.
Chimera, wait!
Okay, sure. Hi, Hojo, how are you? Spoilers are happening, so if you've not touched Elsweyr yet, you might not want to be here for this bit. Also, is it just me, or did this portal just honestly reminds me of a Stargate? If you guys have seen Stargate, like this is just what it makes me think of.
Five Claw, we stand on the sacred plane of Jode. The dragons went down into the processional. They seek to breach Jode's core.
Okay, good. I don't want spoilers for my friends. Okay, what is this place?
From the memories I absorbed at the Shadow Dance Temple, Anequina and the Moon Priests came here to honor the moons and set them on their way after their sacred joining. This is also where she helped Kunzari hide the dragon's power.
Okay, but I don't understand. Why would the dragons agree to give up part of their power?
Here, on the plane of Jode, the memories become clearer with every passing moment. Kunzari was able to use Calgronti's own greed against him. The dragon sought the power of Jode's core from the beginning, but Kunzari offered him even more.
What did Kunzari offer Calgrontiid?
He offered a way to combine the natural power of Jode's core with the mystic might of his loyal dragons. Calgrontiid's greed was his undoing. Now, he finally has an opportunity to steal all the stored energy for himself. We must stop him.
Okay, then let's get down there. Oh, look at the dragon. Can I shoot at him? I want to shoot at him, but I don't think I can. Let's go. This is not good, though, you guys.
The vermin still pester us. Devour them.
As you say, my brother.
It is very pretty. Like, I will give it that. But this is where pain winds up happening. That's very rude. How dare.
They still guard this sacred place.
In retrospect, I probably should have saved up that ult, but you know what? It's fine. I will get that back. Hopefully before I have to fight Mulamnir.
The moon priests worship new gods now, you insignificant morsels.
Did he just call me an insignificant morsel? I'm pretty sure I just heard him call me an insignificant morsel. Which I don't know how to react to that. First of all, who does that? Okay, F you, Mulamnir. Oh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Oh look, more of them. Because the batch we literally just fought wasn't enough. Yep, like a taco, a tasty morsel. I don't know that I'd call a taco a tasty morsel. To me, morsel implies something that is small. I don't know that I'd consider a taco small. I'm going the right way this time, right? Yes, okay. This is indeed the right way.
Avoid Mulamnir as best you can.
I thought I ran off to the side there. Apparently it was not far enough. It's fine. A small taco, huh? Oh boy, this is not going particularly well. Oh my god, I literally just killed the things over here. And now I gotta fight more. Because of course I do. Okay, onward we go.
I can feel it.
Oh, wait, they're still fighting things back here. Like, where are my friends? Oh, wait, they're still fighting a big thing I did not even see. Okay, we're... Well, nope. Nope! F you, Mulamir! Oh, that's a big boy! I was trying to be so good and, you know, avoid Mulamnir's stuff, but apparently it is not going as well as I would like. Okay. Whoop.
Mulamnir, Calgrontied, and Jode's Core. Are you ready for this, Chimera?
I don't know how anybody can be ready for this, but here we go. It's fine. It's fine!
Calgrontied is absorbing Jode's Core. As long as the moons remain aligned, the power flowing through him is unimaginable.
Get me to that platform, Tarn. I can separate the moons using the altars. You must deal with Mulamnir Fiveclaw. I will divert whatever energy I can into the Dragonhorn, but use it sparingly.
I mean, I can try.
Dare to face me, morsel.
Yes. Apparently this is the thing I'm going to have to do. No. Oh, God. That was bad.
You amuse me, little insect.
Yeah, well, I'm still trying to hurt you, so I mean... I'm still trying. I'm not even making much of a dent in him, but, you know... Oh, God. No way to avoid that. Uh-oh.
Let them best you, Mulamnir. Yes, brother. I will make this quick.
I don't know why I just ran through that. This is basically what all the time I've spent fighting dragons in this zone has prepped me for, and I am failing so hard at this. It is very shocking. It is the most shocking. This is basically what fighting dragons in Elsweyr has prepped me for, and I am failing miserably. Come down here, dude.
Get inside my shield, or the dragon shout will kill you!
Source G B.
Oh jeez. Thank you, Abner!
The Dragonhorn! It will aid you against Mulamnir!
Okay, I did not expect it to do that.
You have made me angry, pest.
Yeah, well, you're making me angry, so F you. We're a very zappy boy. We're a very zappy boy.
I shall crush these fleas, brother. You have my word. To Kunshan!
I don't know what exactly he's doing. Okay, this is... Okay, good. I moved off to the right side. We're fine. This is basically a, like, raid boss by yourself. Is basically what this is. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this as a mechanic, but, you know, it's a thing. Oh, hey, there's Chimera and Abner. Hi.
Get into my protective aura, now!
Sus! Chi!
Still shooting at Mulamnir.
Use it now!
Get your butt down here, Mulamnir.
Die, insect, die!
Yeah, I could say the same thing about you right now. He is a mad zappy boy. He's a very mad zappy boy. I'm not standing in the middle of that. I refuse. Hi, Eris. This is spoiler territory. Might not be the best plan.
Assist me. The power. It fills me. To Kunshan.
Okay, we're gonna stay over here. Because this is base. Oh, he's a charged zappy boy. Oh, that is cheating. That is cheating. This is cheating. I don't approve. Basically made an electric donut. I don't approve. How dare. Don't know how the heck I'm gonna defeat any of this stuff. Try to avoid like 5 different things. Including being shot at by a zappy boy.
Mulamnir prepares to attack. Let my magic protect you.
Sus! Chi!
You are terrible.
Dragon Ball! Use it now!
Get your butt down here.
It cannot end like this!
Well, it's going to, so bite me. Maybe don't actually bite me. You biting me hurts.
Good.
I will be the equal of Akatosh!
Oh, fuck.
I need to finish the ritual.
Mira?
Jode, hear me.
The power, it belongs to me!
Separate and resume your eternal dance. Now, fight! Sound the horn!
You did it, Chimera. You ended the eclipse.
I will not
That means
be denied!
It has closed. We are trapped, yes. But Mulamnir is dead, and Calgrontit has been defeated.
Woo!
Oh, hello! You always find things in the last place you know.
Calgronti, I wonder. I'm actually pleased to see you, Cadwell. Come, Chimera. Your people await their queen.
Thank you, my friends, for everything.
Woohoo! Cadwell! We fixed things. Woohoo! Telling a dragon to bite you is probably a bad idea. This is true. He is. Cadwell is the best bean. Cadwell is definitely the best bean. Whew.
Queen Chimera, have you been injured?
I am fine, just tired. But look, the moons are no longer aligned. Tell me about the dragons, the Euraxians. What is the state of our forces?
Our scouts tell us that most of the Euraxians and dragons fled when the moons parted. Our own troops have not returned, but the Main has sent an envoy.
An envoy from the Main? If you'll excuse me, I have other business to attend to.
Of course he does. Cadwell is literally just like mocking him on his way over there. I freaking love Cadwell. Cadwell is the best.
We did it, Five Claw! We put the moons back in motion and defeated both Mulamnir and Calgrontit. I want to thank you for everything. Elsweyr is safer today because of you.
How did you finally figure out how to move the moons?
Just being on the plane of Jode clarified the memories I inherited at the Shadow Dance Temple. I saw the ritual in my mind and performed the actions. Oh, too bad the Dragonhorn did not survive. At least it lasted long enough to banish Calgrontit.
Are we really sure we defeated him? He seemed pretty powerful at the end there.
He did grow larger with every infusion of power he absorbed. But the horn dislodged him from Jode's core, which allowed me to finish the ritual and end the eclipse. After that, a concern for another day, yes?
Why did the Main send an envoy?
I cannot be named queen without the Main's blessing. That, however, is my worry. For now, you should rest. We must honor our fallen and learn the fate of our troops at the Moongate. And after that, we will celebrate a new dawn for Elsweyr. We have accomplished much, my friend. We overthrew the tyrant, Euraxia Tarn, defeated Zumag Foom and the Betrayer, even killed at least 2 dragons and made the moons move in the sky. If only I could shake this sense of impending doom.
What kind of impending doom are you talking about exactly?
Nothing specific. Not really. I guess this sense of worry will stay with me until I know the fate of Gareshri, Zamarak, even Prefect Kalo. I would return to the Moongate, but other matters require my attention. Namely, the envoy of the Main.
You think your companions might not have survived the attack on the Moongate?
That is just it. I have no idea. Moons, my head pounds. The effort I exerted at Jode's core was not without a cost. Five Claw, could I convince you to determine the fate of my soldiers and our friends?
I'll find out what happened to our companions and the soldiers at the gate.
I appreciate your assistance, my friend. Find out what happened to Gareshri and the others, then bring word back to me. Meanwhile, I will try to find a few moments to rest before I meet with the Main's envoy or worry about the other dragons.
Isn't the dragon threat over now?
Far from it. But without Calgrontit and Mulamnir to lead them, they are solitary beasts without a grand plan. Colossal, dangerous beasts to be sure, but not the overwhelming force they were under their dragon leaders.
You know, it's hard to believe this all started with an ancient Khajiit legend.
There is little difference between myth and history for the Khajiit Five-Claw. Whether Euraxia discovered the Kunzari stories, and that led them to the betrayer's head, or Zumog Foom reanimated the head and then learned the tales, who can say?
Fair point.
After all this excitement, I could use a nice long lie down. Come find me if anything significant requires my attention. Otherwise, I need to be alone for a while.
Understood. Okay. Where is everybody? Up, they should be right at the gate. Excellent. Let's go find my friends. Oh god, I really hope, like, I honestly just hope Gutter Sherry's okay after everything. Also, we have an issue with textures not loading in completely. This is interesting. He's okay! Yay! Okay, I am happy. Not exactly the most intact, but he's okay.
It's good to see you, Five-Claw. We only just returned and I have yet to report to the Queen. Chimera is alright, isn't she? We saw the moons move and the eclipse end, but we haven't heard what happened after you entered the moon gate.
Chimera's fine. As a matter of fact, she sent me to find out what happened to you.
After I was caught in that dragon blast, Zamorak tended to my wounds and took command of the soldiers defending the upper ridge. I'm sorry to say that I was in and out of consciousness for most of what happened next.
So you don't know how the battle ended?
I know that I am still alive and grateful to be back in Rimmen. It's a miracle, thank the moons, that the city is free once more. If you want to know what really occurred at the Moon Gate, you'll need to ask Zamorak and Prefect Kelo.
Your injuries, do you need to see the healers?
There are those among the troops who need the healers more than I. But perhaps a few hours in the soothing springs will restore my strength. I'll need it too. I have much to do to help Chimera restore Enequina to its former glory.
Oh, it's you. Good to see you still among the living. I suppose you had a hand in getting the moons to finally pull apart? Hang on, I need to finish my report. I find that it's best to write it all down while it's still fresh in my mind.
That's actually what brought me here. Chimera wants to know what happened after we entered the Moon Gate.
It's all in my report. Our troops held their ground and fought bravely. We lost many good soldiers, Khajiit and Imperial, but we did our duty. We slaughtered Euraxians by the score and kept the dragons at bay until the moons broke apart.
The ending of the eclipse was significant?
It was crucial to our survival. When the moons separated, the dragons broke ranks. They seemed to lose their drive, their purpose. They stopped attacking and flew off. Not a moment too soon. We had exhausted both our strength and our ammunition.
So what did the Euraxians do then?
The ones that survived Zamorak's charge lost what remained of their courage when the dragons abandoned the field of battle. They scattered like sand roaches and ran in all directions. I doubt they'll give the militia too much trouble going forward.
So what will you and your Cygnus Irregulars do now?
We still have a lot to do to heal the scars left by Euraxia and her mercenaries. I'll offer our services to Queen Chimera and Lord Garashri. Let them use us where we'll do the most good.
So you'll help defend Elsweyr?
If that's what they need. But the Cygnus Irregulars are mostly military engineers, scouts, and trainers. We have a lot more to offer a kingdom that needs to be rebuilt than just blades and shields. That was our original mission, to help Elsweyr.
Samarak! Samarak's alive!
Zamarak is happy to see you, friend. After the dragons entered the Moon Gate and you followed, this one worried that all was lost. But then, the moons parted, and suddenly everything seemed all right.
Chimera sent me to find out what happened to you and the others.
Just what you would expect. We held our ground against the swarming Uraxians and their necromancers, repelled the dragons as best we could. This one let the desert wind flow through his limbs and claws, while our soldiers rallied to his side.
You defeated the Uraxians?
Between the Khajiit militia and the Cygnus irregulars, we held them off. When the moons separated, the Uraxians broke off their attack and scattered to the four winds. The remainder will be a nuisance, but they pose no threat to the kingdom.
What about the dragons?
Zamarak doesn't know for certain. We faced mostly the Uraxians on the upper ridge. Prefect Kalo commanded the ballisti, so he could tell you more. This one does know that when the moons began to separate, the dragons roared in rage and flew away.
What will you do now?
Zamarak hopes to serve as Queen Chimera's claw and defend the throne as he was trained to do. If she will not have me, well, Gareshri has many plans for improving life in Elsweyr. This one would be happy to help in any way he can.
Alright. Well, let's go back up to the palace. That is where we must go next. We have much to do.
Outsider, this one must speak with you. This one never expected to set foot in the capital of Nequina again. She hoped the militia would succeed, but she didn't believe they stood a chance against the usurper queen. Kashia understands you played a significant role in these events, yes?
I helped overthrow Euraxia, defeat the Betrayer, and stop the dragons on the plain of Jode, yeah.
Such wonders you have accomplished, and to have touched the face of blessed Jode. This one is in awe. Despite all that, the Main has sent me to determine what happens next. Where is Lord Gareshri, the Speaker of the Main?
Gareshri returned from battle and went to see the healers. What do you mean, what happens next?
The healers? This one hopes the Speaker wasn't gravely injured. As for your question, we must settle the matter of Nequina's succession. Kashia must determine if Chimera is the legitimate heir to the throne, and if so, recognize her claim.
She's the only surviving daughter of King Hemakar. Doesn't that make her the queen?
Certainly, but anyone can make such a claim. To be accepted by the Khajiit, she must be recognized by the Main. With Gareshri indisposed, will you stand with Chimera and vouch for her heritage? If so, please tell her I am ready to meet with her.
I'll go find Chimera and let her know.
Before you return to Chimera's side, this one requests an additional favor. The Main gave Kashia a sealed letter for Abner Tharn, but he refuses to see me. I understand that you and he share a special bond. Perhaps you could deliver the letter.
I can deliver the letter, but why is the Main writing to Abner Tharn?
The specifics concern the Tharn alone, but this one believes it deals with the artificial eclipse and its impact on Khajiit society. The moons hold great sway over the Khajiit born under them. What does this mean for those born during this eclipse?
I don't understand.
No matter what caused the eclipse, Joan and Jode joined as one. When this occurs naturally, one born then may become the next Main. But during a false eclipse, succession becomes a concern. The Main hopes Tharn can explain the arcane implications.
Why didn't the Main come to crown Chimera personally?
The Main cannot be everywhere at once. That is what the Speaker and the envoys are for. For now, the Main's duties do not include Nequina. But know that the Main's heart is everywhere in Elsweyr. Now, Please deliver the letter to Abner Tharn.
Okay. I'll give him the letter. I can almost guarantee you he will not want to see it, but, you know. Charging weapons. Oh, that one's fine. Tharn. Abner.
Abner, you simply must stay for the ceremony. It's not every day we get to see a lovely cat receive a crown.
Nonsense. And don't call me Abner. Besides, I think I've overstayed my welcome as far as Chimera is concerned. You and Cadwell, the two of you just can't leave well enough alone. No one was supposed to notice as I slipped out of Rimmen. Of course, very little has gone according to plan since the Wrathstone tablets set me on this path.
You're leaving?
I am neither sentimental nor enamored of pomp and circumstance. My time in Elsweyr has shown me that I have limits. I am not the battle mage I was in my younger days. Besides, I hate parties. Small talk, speeches, canapes, totally unbearable.
Don't you want to be there when Chimera's crowned queen?
I watched firsthand as a remarkable young woman became a leader. She's already a queen. Everything else is simply ceremony. I've lingered here long enough. You were an able enough traveling companion. I may call on you again sometime.
I have a letter for you. It's from the Main.
An intriguing question. Are Khajiit born under a forced eclipse next in line for the Main? But this other bit confirms my suspicions. I must travel to Palatine at once. I'm sure we'll see each other again. Until then, farewell.
Okay, hold on. Before I actually turn that in... Okay, I can't actually look at that. Sometimes there are letters that we can actually open and look at, but that one apparently we can't. So we're just going to power through this. Good luck, Tharn.
But I fear we haven't seen the last of Calgrontiid. I must investigate reports coming from the south. You, however, have a queen to crown. Take Cadwell with you and make sure he behaves. And tell Chimera she did admirably.
You think Calgrontiid is still a threat?
We saw no body, and there's no reason to suppose Calgrontiid couldn't escape from Jode just as we did. He absorbed a remarkable amount of energy while the moons were aligned, after all. I'll send for you if and when I confirm my suspicions.
Hey, Cadwell.
Abner's received a new quest from the Main. As soon as we finish here, I'll join him. Quests are my speciality. Oh, fiddlesticks. I just remembered Queen Chimera asked me to be her king's claw. I guess Abner will have to soldier on without me.
Chimera said she wanted you as her king's or queen's claw?
Yes, indeed. Her exact words were, "You can call yourself the Emperor of Cyrodiil for all I care. Just quit blathering and let me think." I've no designs on the ruby throne, but Cadwell the Queen's claw has a rather dashing ring to it, eh?
You do. This is honor. Honor is Cadwell's noble steed. I am not making that up. Honor is amazing.
Kasia, my wounds are healing quite nicely.
Nevertheless, this one has asked the Outlander to stand beside Chimera, should I decide to give the Main's blessing.
Oh boy. Big boy. Or big lady. So many big Khajiit. Oh, I have to talk. Chimera is not in this room. Chimera is out here. Chimera is over here. Chimera. Chimera. looks so pretty. She looks so pretty, you guys.
Garishri told me you found them. He filled me in on what happened during the battle at the Moongate. Dragons and necromancers, I understand. But politics and coronations, they twist my tail, and their regalia, it pinches. Moons, I miss my leathers.
I love her. I love her so much. Having second thoughts on becoming Queen of Anequina?
I am having many thoughts, but I know what I must do. Like Anequina and my other ancestors before me, I must stand tall and accept my responsibilities with humility and grace. Provided the Main's envoy confirms my right to the throne.
The envoy doesn't believe you're King Himikar's daughter?
The woman is inscrutable. I think she just wants to see me suffer until she acquiesces and places the crown on my head. Before the full weight of the kingdom falls upon my shoulders, I want to tell you something.
I will do so as soon as we are done with this, Yumi. Of course, Kamira, what's up?
I want you to know I appreciate everything you have done for Elsweyr. For me. I do not believe we would have survived without your assistance. Now, I understand the envoy asked you to stand beside me at the ceremony. Are you ready, my friend?
Ready. Let's go. No, you know what? I feel like I should definitely adjust my dies before going in and crowning a queen. Let us go adjust dies. Because I know right where the freaking table is.
Yeah.
I actually don't know what I have in terms of purples. I know I have a couple of nice blues, but I'm not sure on purple.
Yeah.
Outfit station, let's see. I have a nice deep purple. Let's go with
our new queen, I hope to see great things.
too dark.
It can't happen overnight.
Maybe I should lighten up a color. Maybe I should lighten the blue. The blue looks a bit indistinguishable from that purple.
Elsewhere, yes, much work remains, including these dragons. This one does not.
That does not even look like a blue. It says it's blue, but like it doesn't really look like a blue, does it? Oh, this isn't bad. Gonna change the accents to a gold, just so you can see them a bit more. How is this, Yumi? What do you think? Like a blueberry. Oh my god. I reserve the right to come back here and adjust the blue later. Like, that's a gray. These are grays. Those are grays. You know what? Let's just see how this looks. It looks more like a black. This is supposedly a deep blue. It looks more like a purple on my screen, but I think my character approves of the soul gem purple. Yes, how is this, Yumi? Is this acceptable? If it meets with approval. Is that a yes? I'm going to assume that's a yes. I'm making the assumption that is a yes. There we go. We have successfully dyed our gear. The purple and blue, as per request. You know what we need? Now we just need like a purple Indrik. We need a purple Indrik, and I would be happy. Yes, let's go crown a queen. I feel like maybe I should have put on something a bit fancier for this, but... oh well. Oh my god. So many NPCs. So many NPCs. Okay. Our friends.
This is my first royal coronation. I hope it isn't as long and complicated as the imperial ceremonies I've read about.
One can but hope.
Zamorak cannot wait to see Kamira formally recognized as our queen. It is a proud day for Aniquina, my friend.
Rickard's here! Rickard is here, you guys.
All hail the greatest diplomatic assistant in Tamriel! Let us celebrate our accomplishments by drinking mead and exchanging friendly headbutts. Rigor doesn't consider any mission complete until he can't remember most of what happened.
What'll you do next, Rigert?
Rigert will go wherever the winds of diplomacy take him, friend. Rigert refuses to rest until Tamriel's races are all sitting together peacefully, drinking mead and singing songs about... mead, probably.
I am mildly disappointed that I cannot see a visible collar and bell on him. I am mildly disappointed that that is the case. Oh, hey! Look who's over here in the corner!
Last time I was in Rimmon Palace, it was on... business. Well, certainly seems you've sought out bigger game since our time in Hakoshey. A dragon, I believe? Or several, if the stories I've heard are true.
Stories are true.
You'll have to excuse me if I don't trust you to get rid of all the beasts. The sooner I'm back in Morrowind, the better. I don't say this often, but it would be best to stay on your guard.
Is that a threat?
Not this time. I just doubt this dragon business has been entirely dealt with. Best to be prepared for what lies ahead. Besides, it would be awful if you wound up dead. You were marginally helpful after all.
Marginally helpful. Yeah, F you too. Oh my god, what? Roz, what are you doing here? So many friends are here. So many friends. Roz, what the heck?
Five Claw, Raz heard what you've been up to, and you didn't call your friend to help? Has Raz wronged you in some way? Killing dragons, moving moons, putting long-lost heirs back on the throne. You almost make Raz feel inadequate. Almost.
Weren't you leaving to go on a new mission?
Queen Irene wanted to make sure this coronation went as smoothly as possible. You never know what sort of mischief can happen at events such as these. Raz will be back in the thick of things soon enough. The Dominion can't function without him.
And were you able to patch things up with your family?
Let us leave what happened in Maryvale back in Maryvale, yes? Besides the possible damage to Raz's sleek reputation, this one would rather keep certain individuals out of his professional life.
Fair. Who else do we have over here? Do we have other friends? We have other friends. Oh my god, you guys! It's Mizik! It's Mizik Thunderboots!
Mizik can't believe the tales he has heard. Dragons, moon gates, eclipses. Oh, so much excitement you've seen, and so many heroic things you have accomplished. Certainly a step up from the work we did. Yes?
How are you doing, Mizik?
Mizik is doing very well, especially after being invited to this ceremony. Never did he think he would be witnessing a Khajiit coronation in Rimin Palace. Is this one's hat on straight? His whiskers burnished and bristly?
You look fine, don't worry.
That is good to hear. Mizik would hate to make a bad impression. But this one is sure you have many others to talk to. He will not keep you, Walker. Remember, if you are ever in need of an investigator, call on Mizik.
Friends. So many friends. Okay. Let's get this coronation started. Wait, we need to talk to Cadwell.
Tears of joy, my friend. Once Chimera arrives, this small stream will become a raging river, and honor, he's even more emotional than me.
Oh, let's do this.
The healers were able to do wonders, my friend. I almost feel like my old self again. I will secure Chimera's claim. You just stand beside her and support her. She values your presence, as do I. But where is Chimera? I expected you to bring her in.
Chimera's ready. We can start the coronation.
Who will confirm that Chimera is the daughter of King Hemekar and the rightful heir to the throne of Anequina?
I will, as her guardian all these years, and as the Speaker of the Main. Chimera is the rightful heir. Come forth, daughter of Hemekar and Numara. Come forth, child of Anequina.
Chimera, do you accept the duties of the throne? Will you lead this kingdom and protect its people?
I do, and I will.
Know then that the Main accepts and recognizes your claim. All hail Chimera, Queen of Anequina!
I promise to serve our people, and I offer thanks to all who helped achieve our recent victories. Finally, there is one I wish to honor. One whose assistance in these matters was unprecedented and invaluable. Five Claw, my comrade and friend, please approach the throne. Courageous Five Claw, I will make sure your deeds are sung by my people. They will be told from one generation to the next. As Kunzari passed into legend, so too will you.
I don't know what to say.
Then say nothing, my friend. Just know that you helped deliver my homeland from tyranny. You helped me avenge my parents. You saved us from dragons and undead. We will never forget that. I will never forget that.
So what happens now?
You appeared when Elsweyr needed you most. In our most desperate time of troubles, you helped restore our nation. You will always have a place here, my friend. And I want you to accept the greatest award I can offer. I name you Champion of Enequina. There are still dragons to kill and Euraxians to deal with, but now it is time to celebrate. Take a few moments, talk to our friends, then enjoy yourself, champion. You earned it.
So what does the queen do exactly?
Just what you would expect. I listen to problems and I try to find solutions. I suppose I must coordinate with our allies in the Dominion at some point, and there are still stray dragons and Euraxian deserters to deal with. So, the usual things.
I guess your days as an agent of the Main are behind you now?
It is time for different adventures, Fiveclaw. I must lead my people and erase the memories of the usurper queen. May her name be blotted from the histories. Of course, I may find time to slip away and explore a ruin or two. Every now and again.
And that is it, you guys.
All hail Fiveclaw, whom I name Champion of Enequina.
Wasn't that a beautiful ceremony? Not quite on the level of the time I attended Molong Ball's first Daedric Titan unveiling and Soul Shriven Impalement celebration, but beautiful, just the same.
So what's next for...
Time for a celebration! Cheese for everyone!
So what's next for Cadwell?
Next, haven't given it a thought. It's enough trouble keeping track of the past and present to bother with what happens in the future. Maybe I'll finally build that little house on the edge of Cold Harbor's yawning chasm. Ah, the vertigo.
You're really considering going back to Cold Harbor?
Well, certainly. Eventually. It's my home. Besides, who would all the soul shriven look up to if I never returned? Have no fear, my friend. If you ever need Cadwell's sword again, I'll rush to your side without hesitation. You have my word.
That does make me feel better. That is it, though, you guys. It's basically everything. We have done so much and seen so much. And saved a kingdom. And we're not done. Because that was not the end of the season of the dragon. No, it was not. We all know this. The season of the dragon continued with a follow-up DLC, which I do have access to. And we will start on that next time. But for right now, this is, I think, where we're going to wind up wrapping things up for the evening. Because it is that time, my friends. Sadly. Sadly, our time on this Thursday has come to a close. But thank you guys so much for coming and for hanging out with me. I'm glad we could actually finish the Elsweyr content in a session, so it wasn't like carrying on into the next one. But we have wrapped it up. I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but sleep has been elusive. I do sort of need to find it. Win indeed. Win indeed. I'm actually looking forward to the next bit of Elsweyr's story because, dear Lord, I know hints of what occurs. I have hints of what occurs past this, and I saw that, Chibi. I saw that. I saw that. You know what? I will be nice. I will be very nice right now. I will be nice. And honk. But thank you guys so much for coming and for hanging out with me today. if you're new around here and you enjoyed what you saw and you want to know what all actually happens after this, because we still have some story to go, please go up there, hit that heart-shaped button that is up there in that corner, and make sure you have notifications on so you know when we will be live next. Our next stream is going to be Sunday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern. We're not going to be playing this, though. It's going to be Stardew Valley, which is very calm and not at all like this whatsoever, but I feel like we need a bit of a breather before we go into chaos. Hopefully the next part isn't completely spoiled for you. I only have one slight spoiler, and that is just what we got in the CGI trailer before that particular DLC dropped. So, barring that, I know nothing. And I somehow have managed to remain unspoiled. So I am very much looking forward to seeing a certain individual again. I'm very much looking forward to seeing how the Season of the Dragon wraps. I am just very excited to actually see the end of it. And then, you know, hype myself up for Greymore, because Greymore is happening. And there's so much. I'm really excited. I'm also excited for Stardew on Sunday. So, we shall see what we do. Despite watching you here, I've remained mostly unspoiled as I was really was really not paying that much attention. That is fair, Eris. That is fair. There's a big spoiler you could have been spoiled on. Seems like you didn't see that one yet. I did not. I did listen when you told me that there was a spoiler in part of a thing, so I did not watch that thing yet. I've been very good and didn't watch it. I wanted to, but I did not, because I did not want to be spoiled. And I count myself ridiculously lucky that the entirety of the ESO community has not spoiled it on Twitter. I follow a lot of ESO folks on Twitter. I am genuinely surprised that is a plot, whatever that thing is a plot point that had not been spoiled. I commend them profusely, do not get me wrong. I'm just used to other games where that's the sort of thing that probably would have been spoiled by now. So, like, I've seen nothing. I'm looking forward to finding out what exactly it is. I was surprised they dropped that like less than a week after the launch of Dragon Guard. Yeah, I know, it's weird. It is weird. But I'm very glad that I've somehow managed to remain unspoiled. We shall see what winds up happening post that, of course, but I don't know. I'm very excited to see how this wraps up. I am very excited, and you know, I hope you guys are excited too, because we start the last phase of the Season of the Dragon next time. I hope you are too. If not, I will be uploading things to the YouTube channel. I'm trying to get better about making sure the stream archives actually are on time. I have been failing horribly. I've been setting myself reminders though, so hopefully I'll get that all straightened out and we'll be ready to go for the next time. But again, thank you all so much for coming and for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. Unfortunately, yes, Eris, we will be starting it pretty much when we start streaming on Thursday, but hopefully, I know. Many hugs. I will hug awkwardly through the webcam. You can still watch Stardew, though. Stardew is unspoiled. I'm very excited for Sunday. We will see how things go. I need to boost my hearts with Leah considerably. But she and Penny are like on equal footing right now. So we will see how exactly things go. But that is... yes, corn. Indeed. That is the thing for another day. For now, though, I'm going to go potentially pass out. I will be hanging out in the Discord for a bit, though, so if you guys want to flail a bit more, you can totally do that. If you're not part of the Discord yet and would like to be, there is a link in the panels down below. I will also get that Discord link in the Twitch chat. So if you are so inclined and would like to come hang out with us outside, please feel free to click on that link. Come join us. Come and say hello. I will try to hang out in there for a bit. But for now, my friends, I must sign off. You all have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend. And I will see you all again on Sunday. Bye, guys.